Sunday night prime time. Black pants or gray pants?
Let me see what it looks like. Black pants, definitely black pants. Oh god. Oh yeah.
What are those?
The black looks way better.
And then, obviously not.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the home uni.
Oh, 2 watchers. Who's the other one?
One's me.
Well, I know that.
Drop my like. Did you share it yet, or should I share it?
Share it, because, like, again, my phone's dead.
Yeah, I'll share it.
It's also your home game, so you should share it.
Yeah. Done and done.
So you can hear us?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep, and everything worked out. I could hear me through the stuff. The audio is good, so we are good to go. So we got a nice game here.
Let the games begin. Snowhawks will be starting off with the ball. Sunday night prime time.
Okay,
Snowhawks look to even the
nice
look
hit.
to even the series 1-1-1. Look at Joe Skelly's stats. Only 3 interceptions on the season so far. Connor, what are your thoughts on our white uniforms?
They're pretty nice looking. They're pretty slick. Pretty slick.
I'd like to say the Diablos kind of are giving me that, ooh, keep that going. Ooh, Connor, what's your thoughts on that run, kid?
I'm still waiting for it to proc. Ooh. Okay. Nice little 12-yard run. Not bad. Out of Mitchell O'Brien. I like it. Broke a couple tackles there. It's not the best effort by the Diablos, but that's a nice little run by the Mitchell O'Brien. Way to fight for some yards.
Now we've got the right skin colors, right numbers. we got the swag ready.
Oh, stream froze.
Like
I have no idea
or
what just
buffeting.
happened. It buffered. I have no idea what just happened.
You didn't even give me a warning. Is it still going?
It's still going. It's just... I don't know if it's your internet right now or whatever it is.
Possibility. And DJ Scott just can't pick up any yards on that play. Okay, DJ Scott kind of looked a little fired.
That's tough. Defensive line sniffed out the screenplay pretty well there.
When Shiloh's not even starting.
Nope, Shiloh's in the slot.
And Joe Skilly drops back to pass, and he throws it up, and it's almost intercepted, but there's a flag on the play.
Please be holding.
Holding. Offense.
Decline that.
And the Snowhawks are forced to punt on the opening drive. Stop. Down on the 1.
See, that's a pretty great punt right there. That...
If you got a punt, get it on the 1.
Might as well. Alright, here's Aaron Pritchett.
Wearing the right
Coming back into
number
this
with his
game.
little swag.
Everything's finally right. We got the gear right, and we got the man, the myth, the legend, Aaron Pritchett, coming to do what he does with his guys.
Handing off to Miles Kerrigan up the middle. Gain of 9 on the play.
Yeah, that was the obvious play call there. It's like when you're backed up like that, you don't have much of a choice.
Yeah, I was going to call the play action. Diablos need 2 yards to pick up the first down. And it will be a play action. And it will be thrown up over the middle, and it is incomplete. Good defense by the secondary.
Ooh. Almost a really nice play. It was a bit of an interesting pass idea.
And it will be a handoff to Goff, and Goff will run up the field, and he will be taken down at the 22-yard line for a 12-yard rush.
Hard to be too upset about that if you're Coach Egan. That's a pretty nice play call on third down. The Snowhawks didn't look like they expected the Diablos to run again in that situation. So, nice play, nice run. Jamaria Goff has adjusted to the running back position quite nicely.
Aaron Pritchard will be under center, and he'll look to hit the play action. Has all the time in the world, sitting back, throws it up, and it is complete. And Joe Johnson's heading to the end zone, and it will be a touchdown for the Diablos.
78 yards, man. Oh, I don't know who 31 or 37 is for the Snowhawks, but he whiffed big time. That was not a good play by number 37. He had Joe Johnson dead to rights. He just needed to break down, wrap up, and make that tackle, and he just couldn't do it.
I think number 37's a bum who's not actually on the team.
I would hope he's a bum, because that's not a guy I would want on my team. This test scrimmage, he's not making the cut if he wants. Joe Johnson ran right around him.
Yep.
And Mason Morandi's extra point is good. What's up, Coach Brown? How are you? Let's see how the Snowhawks are able to react after the punt and then the 99-yard drive by the Diablos.
Nice little return out to the 34-yard line. Solid return. Here comes the Snowhawks offense, running out on the field, focusing on Karis Curry.
Karis Curry is due. Obviously, he didn't have a single catch in the last matchup, so he's due for one this time.
And the catch is made. Pass to Philip Braxton. No, third string Percy.
Ooh, wow.
Third string tight end getting involved.
Anytime the third string tight end is able to hit that seam route up the middle of the field, it's unexpected. It's not the type of thing you can rely on with any consistency, but it's going to be there sometimes. Probably once, twice a season, it'll be there. And that third string tight end will make a play.
And that third string tight end's an actual Snowhawk.
Nice. Guys like him, guys like Jack Hagan, they'll step up sometimes.
And Andrew McIntosh making a high contested catch and picking up the first down.
Nice play to McIntosh there. Solid gain of about 12.
Pinkston with the tackle. And he'll hand it up off the middle to Mitchell O'Brien, who picks up 3 yards on the play. Anything more than 2 is a half-decent pickup.
Especially after the run O'Brien had earlier. I mean, he's due for a little bit of regression off that, but still.
O'Brien's not a between the tackles type of runner. That's more DJ Scott's kind of forte. And O'Brien can't pick up anything up the middle.
Ooh, he gets stuffed there, but it looks like Lewis Roy.
And Gilly will hit Daryl Martin Jr. over the middle. Will he have himself a day like he did last game?
You're gonna need to. Daryl Martin's gonna have to step up again if he wants Snowhawks to hang around.
Kind of carrying a man for an extra couple yards. 20 yards on that catch. Very solid. Snowhawks will look to hand the ball off up the middle. DJ Scott's first carry of the night, gained 2 yards on the play. Haskin came down to make the tackle.
I'll take it. Jacoby Haskins is a nice all-around safety. He can make those plays in the box. He can make those plays in the back end. But being able to tackle
O'Brien looks to be in the backfield, and they'll hand it off to him, and O'Brien will dive to the end zone, and he'll get it. Straight up the middle, untouched. Whipping out some Des Bryant, ripping out some Des Bryant celebrations, throwing up the X.
That's a disappointing effort there from the interior of the Diablos defense. You'd think guys like Otis and Swanson and Pinkston, they'd have a little more pride than that than to let a back like O'Brien just go untouched right up the middle.
Three rushes, 9 yards on that drive. Nice and solid.
It's a great drive by the Snowhawks. It's a great drive.
And the kick is up, and it's going to be fielded at about the 3-yard line, being brought out. And it's a fumble, and the Snowhawks pick it up, and they'll begin the ball on the 26-yard line. Pika just couldn't hold on.
We'll have to see if he was down. I don't know if he was, but maybe.
I don't think he was. We'll leave it up to EA's hands. Oof, that's tough. That second view is tough. It's definitely worth the boost review.
Yeah, we're getting that booth review. I don't know what direction this is gonna go, but
it's a big turner if it goes in the Snowhawks' favor.
He's down. He's absolutely down. If you look at this on the elbow, down on the bottom, it hits, and then the ball pops loose. He's down.
And it will be Diablo ball, like it should.
He's definitely down.
That was the tight end, Philip Braxton, on that tackle.
Hey, that's a great play by Philip Braxton.
And Goth goes straight up the middle.
Switched.
I know.
That was weird.
It's almost like we're playing it in reverse.
Yeah. I'm
And
just
Kerrigan
expecting some kind of glitch.
Yeah, honestly though.
Kerrigan breaks one. And he pulls the guy forward for about 5 yards. It's not a bad run.
And Pritchard will be in the shotgun and looks to hand the ball up the middle. And Jacoby will be there to make the tackle.
Decent little gain for Goff on the play. Nothing too crazy.
And there'll be First down completion to the tight end, Griffin Pritchett.
I don't know if he was in bounds, though. They might want to look at that.
That's
I'm not so sure.
Yeah, 2 toes.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Pritchett did get his feet down. Nice play. Nice
And
play
Pritchett will look to pass,
play.
and he completes it to Joe Johnson on the play.
Nice first down to big old Joe. Hey, guys like Joe Johnson, they're nice, reliable targets. They have a big frame. Makes it a lot easier for a quarterback like Pritchett.
Exactly. Just a nice pop pass. Nice tall. Don't need to throw the ball low.
It's that thing you talk about all the time with tight ends, that catch radius. It's huge for a guy like Joe Johnson.
And that was a jump by the defensive line right there. And they'll be going up 5 yards. That was Schofield on the jump.
Still first down.
And everybody, tomorrow we'll have scrimmages over on Connor's channel. And those will be a 2-game series also.
Yep.
So don't forget to go tune into that.
The Diablos and Snowhawks have a very positive relationship, so we don't mind having these joint scrimmages and joint practices together.
And it will look to be a play action. Pritchett has all the time in the world, and he will complete it out to the fullback in the flats.
Gotta love Clom Bowers. This is why I didn't mind giving up a 6th-round pick for a guy like Clom Bowers. Is he an amazing fullback? Not particularly, but he's a nice, reliable player that a guy like Pritchett can look to in a situation like that.
We're up to 11 watchers currently.
Not bad. We appreciate the support, guys. We really do.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out and supporting the scrimmages. And he'll be caught by Piku McCollum. What a catch. That one's definitely on for his highlight reel.
Didn't get into the end zone, though. It's a great catch, don't get me wrong. But it would have been a lot cooler if he was able to turn and stick that ball over the pylon.
There's the pylon cam right there. Buchanan Simmons ran right through the pylon.
If this is anything besides a dive to Miles Kerrigan, I'll be shocked.
And it is a play action, and
oh, no.
it's a passing touchdown to Pritchett.
I'll take it. Pritchett to Pritchett. That connection is strong.
Exactly. Maybe they're cousins.
Long lost second brothers twice removed.
Not Alabama cousins, but well, that'll do. Look at this mean kid on the sidelines rocking his dark visor.
Here we go. Get psyched. The Diablos defense is coming back, trying to make another play.
And they'll be running the ball out. And they'll be taken down at the 32-yard line.
Underrated thing here. The Diablos special teams coverage unit has been terrible so far in these 2 games.
Exactly.
The Snowhawks have consistently been able to get the ball on returns out past the 30-yard line. And I don't know if it's just an issue with the Diablos' speed or whatever it may be, but they need to find a way to be better on these coverage units.
Well, Joe Skilly looks to hand the ball off up the middle, and man, they're just getting just swallowing up the middle. Like DJ Scott had nowhere to run. Otis there to make the tackle.
Adrian Otis has had a nice 2-game stretch here. Obviously, he made the big play a little bit earlier, and I feel like aside from the one run by O'Brien that went right up the gut for the touchdown, Otis has had a pretty good showing here today.
And that was a pass to Daryl Martin, who decided to run back for an extra 3 yards to give the Diablos defense a better looking stat.
Yeah, I mean, Daryl Martin's one of those guys who's had a great game today, but that wasn't one of his better plays.
And Joe Skilly looks to pass, and it's picked off, but Mitchell O'Brien just shoves to it out of bounds. There.
That was not. Sharif Tutt.
Strong safety.
Maybe we should have pimped Tutt out after all.
Maybe we should have. I'm really liking that tackle animation by O'Brien, just shoving him out of bounds.
Hey, it's a nice play by O'Brien, because if O'Brien doesn't make that play, Tutt's going the other way for a touchdown.
That's a 6. Turnovers lose games. That could be the changing point. Diablos go up 21-7.
The turnover in the last game was the turning point. When Ironheart made that pick on Giddily in the last game, that was kind of where that Diablos run really started.
Exactly. Joe Johnson, 3 catches, 96 yards already.
Hey, Joe's doing what Joe does. He obviously had a huge play on the 78-yarder where he burned number 37, but he's just a nice, reliable set of hands.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter, and we're heading into the second. Sunday night prime time. No place better to be alive.
Absolutely.
We got Brandon Graham and Charles Davis on the mute. We got the
on the mute.
We got the better crew up in the box, O'Brien and Egan. And is incompletion over the middle. Tight end can't hang on. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Griffin, you got to hold on to that, bud. That would have been able to cut this yardage in half, and it would have made it a much easier 3rd down.
And it'll be another incomplete pass, and the Snowhawks defense will hold them to 3 points after the turnover.
He should have waited for Piku to make the outcut on the deeper throw. I know he had Joe, and he's been looking at Joe all day, but Joe on the curl route wasn't as open as Piku on the deep outcut would have been.
Then the kick is up. The kick is good.
Okay, Mason Morandi's another one of these guys who's had a really good day so far. Very consistent with these kicks.
And more of that special teams coverage with the ball coming all the way back out to the 36-yard line.
It's this same issue, and I don't know if it's a lack of speed on the Diablos part, but that would be my guess, where there's a lack of speed amongst those special teamers, that they're not able to get down there quite as fast, which is allowing the Snowhawks to get so many yards here on these returns.
Welcome to the stream, Mix. Hope you enjoy, my fella. Hand up off the middle to DJ Scott. Did a little spin the opposite way.
It's a nice little run there, and the tackle by Pinkston.
O'Brien in the backfield, taking the handoff. Cuts inside, avoids the 92 out, but doesn't pick up the first down. Crandall made the tackle.
Cackrell.
Crandall.
Not Crandall. Sponsored by Affleck.
And it looks to be a handoff to DJ Scott, and he gets up to the secondary and down to the 43-yard line.
Ooh, Jacoby. Oh, that's not even Haskins. It's Tolver. Anytime Tolver has to come up and make a tackle, that means something went horribly wrong for the Diablos on a running play. Tolver should not be having to come up and make tackles.
And it'll be Joe Skilly under center. He'll be dropping back, looking to pass. Hits the out. Daryl Martin walking down the sidelines. It'll be taken down to the 21-yard line for a 22-yard reception.
It's that speed. It's the one thing that these Diablos don't have. They don't have team speed, especially on defense. So guys like Daryl Martin are able to really attack these holes in the defense and take advantage on these yak catches.
Well, if anyone was looking to watch the Elks Steamers scrimmage, that has been deleted. The footage was corrupt, it seems.
Wow.
And it will be a handoff to DJ Scott, and he'll be going nowhere on the play.
Feel bad for poor Shelby. Shelby didn't even get to watch.
No, Shelby will hear. Shelby will hear. And it'll be another handoff to O'Brien, and there's a flag on the play. Will most likely be holding on the offense. Holding offense on Blair Harden. They'll make it a 2nd and 22. Just about making it a passing down for sure.
For sure, I would agree with that. Because if you run it in
but
this
yet
situation,
we run the ball.
you don't get much.
And O'Brien goes up for 10 yards to make it a 3rd down and 12. 3rd down and 11.
That's a pretty nice run there. I mean, I know you look at it and you say, hey, why would you run on 2nd and 22? But it's the things like that when the defense is back in dime and there are those spaces there to get a little bit to make it a more manageable 3rd down now.
Third down 11, motioning McKinley over. Looking to pass. And we will find the man down below. And Scott will spin away, but it won't be enough for the 1st down. Will we take the 3 points that was given to us?
Pinkston with a real nice hit on that play.
Nothing better than.
I don't know what DJ Scott was doing. If he just kept moving up the field, he had the space there, but he chose to spin back inside, and it cost him the 1st down.
And Piku back to return, and he looks to have found a hole, and he will. Oh, and there's a flag on the play. Will it be a face mask? Will it be an illegal block in the back? It will be an illegal block in the back.
Of course it is.
Zach Olson, the right outside linebacker.
It's not even a dude. It's one of these scrub.
A bum trying to make the team.
Right? It's one of the bums that we didn't even play over.
Pritchard rolls out, looks to throw, and it is incomplete on the sideline.
It's a good look. It's a good look to Big Joe.
It was a cough, you guys, not a sneeze.
It was a stroke, that's what it was.
And Pritchard will look to hand the ball off up the middle. And Kerrigan is going nowhere. Mullen's coming down to make that tackle.
Nothing doing on that play.
And Pritchard just has a life insurance plan coming out, and he holds onto the ball way too long, and he goes down for a sack. Should have been thrown away easily on that play.
I don't know what Aaron Pritchard was doing there. That is what we in the business call a coverage sack. If you just look at it, we're getting the look at no one is open anywhere. So, and none of them come back to help out on the scramble drill at all. So Pritchard was kind of hung out to dry a little bit by his receivers. It almost looks like they came out and ran a little bit of that 999 look with the 4 verticals. And there is just nothing doing there. So now we got Wes Pedrino on the punt.
And that was a beauty.
Much better punt. That was a good kick.
I'm done reading comments. They're putting me out to dry. And Gilly looks to hand the ball off up the middle, and O'Brien will pick up 4 yards on the play. See, these key little things are the reasons why I will never be hired.
Oh God, yeah. Too much ice cream. And the fact that you like stroke into the mic every 5 minutes.
It'll be a 2nd down and 6, and Daryl Martin Jr. will complete the pass over the middle for the 1st down. 4 catches for 51 yards. So far, looking pretty good for Daryl Martin.
He's having a nice game. It's not quite as dominant as his last game.
So far. It's only the 2nd quarter.
It seems like the Diablos adjusted a little bit, and Daryl Martin is still having a great game. But it's not quite the dominant game that it was before.
If Snowhawks come out with this victory, then I name Daryl Martin as the Scrimmage MVP.
We'll see. He was definitely the first star of that game earlier. Ooh, almost intercepted.
Almost. And that would have been by a defensive tackle at best, 93.
That's Long Swanson, right?
Yeah, Long Swanson, yeah.
Pinkston makes the play, Swanson almost gets it, and then what looks like Tutt almost gets it.
And that'll be a handoff to DJ Scott up the middle. I'm just going to move my mic away from my left so when I have to breathe, it doesn't go in.
Yes, you mean you don't have a stroke? Okay, good to know. Sharif Tutt on the tackle after O'Brien gets about a 6-yard gain.
And it'll be a pass, and it is incomplete. Karis Curry cannot hang on. That would have been his first catch of the scrimmage.
What else is new? Karis Curry not showing up. Mixed, to answer your question, yes, the teams are full created. Or at least like 96, 97% created. We got a little bit lazy towards the end. Like, I think like a 4th string left tackle didn't get made. But like, for the most, it's like 95, 96% made.
And the punter will put the ball up, and it looks to be going out of the back of the end zone, which it does. Diablos will get the ball at the 20.
Yes, Justin, I have 4 left tackles. They're not all going to stay at left tackle. They're going to play like guard and stuff. But they're left tackles for now because I haven't moved them yet.
Bill, you gotta know I love my randomized faces. No one's gonna look the same when I'm done. Nice 2-yard gain for Goff on the play.
Hey, that's all he's got to do. If you get 2 yards of play, you'll punt every time.
That's true. But then you got a freight train in the back, Myles Carrigan, who picks up those first downs.
Pick up 9, yeah.
Don't everyone make sure to go check into the Elk Steamers Part 2. That's gonna be an interesting game. See if the Elk can actually show up.
See if Ethan will actually make the rest of the rosters instead of using Colts
NFL
Jaguars.
players.
Yeah, right? Come on, man. I don't need to see Ryan Suckup catching the ball or Derek Watt playing fullback. I know what they can do.
I want to see these Steamers players that no one knows.
Right.
And it's a handoff to the middle. And Gott's is shut down.
All of Shelby's quote-unquote reject players. I want to see these fools ball out. Or, like, I want to see all these sort of lower-level players that Ethan's acquired. That's what I'm interested in. I'd love to see those guys play. Like
we already know Derek Watt's a bum and will like never be something. Like, you don't have to show us that.
Thank you. Exactly. I don't need to see that again. I don't need to see Taven Bryan playing defensive tackle for the Steamers. I just don't need to see that. I don't need to see Malik Hooker playing safety for the Elks. I just come on. I know these guys. I don't need that. I want to see real guys, and by real I mean RFL guys. And I know we're giving Shelby a lot of crap here.
And that should have been a picked off ball by the safety.
Have his moment. Let Shelby have his moment. He's got to feel pretty good about this.
Speaking of strokes, I think Hayden Harold just had one trying to pick off that ball.
Why is Hayden Harold still?
It's not completely black.
Look, he has dreadlocks.
I'm pretty sure I gave him the Andrew McIntosh face.
Here we go. Isn't Hayden Harold like an awkward white guy?
I'm pretty sure.
Then why does he have dreadlocks?
White dreads. New trend.
Oh my god.
Come on, I gotta live up to my reputation. Bill said I love my random faces.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Like, you making Hayden Harold a black guy with dreads would basically be like me making Myles Kerrigan a black guy with dreads. It just doesn't work.
I could see Myles Kerrigan's black guy with dreads. Like, he's a truck.
The Euro dreads turning into like Dragon Bender or like Adam Morrison, like one of these white guys that think they're black, so they like grow out the really long hair, and they get
the
like
ball
that
is up.
creepy
It's
mustache.
wobbly, but it's complete to Pt2 McCollum heading to the end zone. Touchdown.
I know I'm completely off topic here, but I really miss Adam Morrison. He was so fun at Gonzaga. I know that's basketball and this is football, but I don't know. Sidetrack. Great play by Pt2.
Just look how wobbly the ball is going through the air.
Okay, we know Aaron Pritchett is like Kurt Warner. He's got a complete noodle arm, but it goes exactly where he wants it to go.
Pt2 was there. He was the extremely white guy. We know this.
Every time, as Justin's like, yeah, Pt2 made a play. He didn't play in the last game. It's like, yes, he did. He was just so white that he blended in like a ghost.
Remember, this game is 2 weeks later. He spent a lot of time on the beach.
No. Tanning booth. Because that's where all like the really needy girls go, and Pt2, being a young 21-year-old, is trying to pick up all those innocent needy girls. So he goes to the tanning salon to pick up all the needy girls that have daddy issues.
And for once, the Diablos get down there to do some coverage. And that was the fullback on the tackle.
Oh, yeah, it is. Klon Bowers is a football player.
Oh yes, everyone, what's your thoughts on Joseph Gidley's 9-9 cleats and 9-9 left glove?
I mean, it's not doing Gidley much Good so far.
Justin's gonna live on this forever. We're gonna be in the regular season, like week 13, and then Justin's just gonna be like, Piku, you decided to show up, not like that scrimmage.
Let's go. Ethan's going to finish off the roster. That's pretty exciting. That's actually really exciting. That's hype. All right, I'm excited now.
And that's completion to Keen Lin, and now we're finally going to a hurry up in this 2-minute offense. And he'll look to pass to the flats, and he will find Keen Lin there for the first down. First down, Snowhawks, getting out of bounds, stopping the clock, let everyone catch their breath. You guys have to admit, I bring a hilarious side to commentating. Like, this is the kind of stuff we need in the RFL.
We're like the F team on CBS, where it's like Adam Archuleta and like Spiro Ditas, and like they know they're the F team, so they can get away with a lot more stuff, but they're really fun.
Everybody, let's just look at everyone just like stand there and like go up and down. Karis Curry's first catch of the day.
No, Karis Curry doesn't get to have catches.
He just caught one, and he just waddled over to his position like a fat man. So. Fat man going for his third play of the buffet.
Hey, third buffet play to where it's at.
Like, cause you've already determined what you like. Like the first time you're like, oh, I'll try one of each, and then the second time you'll be like, okay, I'll get this stuff.
The second plate is when you start trying stuff. The third plate is where you go back to what you had on the first plate, and it's like, yo, that mac and cheese was fire. So I'm gonna go right back to that mac and cheese, get a little bit of those chicken wings, and that's totally where it's at.
Connor, go look at what somebody just said in the chat. I'm dying myself.
You bring death to the commentary, man. Why do we gotta hate on Mitch so much? He's a little slow and he's a little monotone. That doesn't mean he brings death. He's just a little...
It's not my fault. My voice is monotone.
Yeah, right. It's like that dude Ben Stein, the really famous actor from Ferris Bueller with the really like monotone voice. It's not his fault.
Bueller.
He got super famous because he was a funny dude with a monotone voice. Like Mitch, who knows? Mitchie could be famous one day, guys. Funny dude with a monotone voice.
That'll be a face mask on the defense.
Says who?
Says the ref right there, number 85. Yeah. To it coming in here, grabbing face.
Why we gotta be grabbing faces? It's like, you have a face. It's pretty, so I'm just.
We could be like Cordell Patterson and grab the guy's nuts. Just saying.
Hey man, Cordero Patterson explained why he grabbed the guy's nuts.
That cost
he didn't want his nuts in his face. It cost him $13
grand. That's the most expensive nut grab you'll ever find.
Right? I don't know about that. I would not go there. I feel like there are some gigolos out there who are like they're.
That'll be another face mask on the defense.
Mitch got the voice of Squidward tentacles.
Oh, Smitty, you got me dying, kid. You got me dying.
That's funny.
Yes, I might be terrible at commentating, but my hilariousness will get people to come back to see if the stupid kid's still commentating.
SpongeBob! SpongeBob! Oh, like incomplete.
Like our content might not be great, but people will come back for it.
Have a mutual mental stroke here in the booth. The game continues to go on. And the Snowhawks are actually driving. Like me and Mitchie said this at the end of that last game. The first half of the last game is the greatest commentary that no one ever heard.
Touchdown, Aaron McIntosh.
But what if I said that it wasn't a touchdown? And it was just like in sort of a figment of your imagination, and it wasn't really a touchdown. What would you say to that?
Then I'd say Tua got 2 face masks for 30 yards of penalties.
Touche.
This game's about the same score going into halftime as it was last game.
Also true. I think it was, what, 24-21 last game?
That's right. Look how scary. Look how scary this murderer is. He looks like he's ready to go kill your family.
Which one's the murderer? Oh, Kerrigan, yeah.
No, the fat guy that's sitting down.
Kerrigan does look scary. Oh, you're making fun of me.
Yes, of course I'm making fun of you. I also asked if the attic beams could hold you. What's your point?
That's different. That's just mean.
To which one? That you look like an axe murderer, or that the beams don't hold you?
Okay, my guy does not look like an axe murderer. Miles Kerrigan legit looks like an axe murderer. That one on.
No, your guy literally looks like.
Looks fluffy.
Your guy looks like he tries everything at the buffet.
I mean, of course he does. You even try the fish fillet, and then you like the fish fillet, so you have more of the fish fillet. Then you try the fish fillet with ketchup, and it's fire. And it's just, oh, it's to die for.
I feel like you're learning from experience.
Apparently, Mitchie has to give Macintosh back.
I told you that.
When did you tell me that?
Like, a couple days ago. Like, I told you the loophole that happened.
What loophole?
That, he had Alex Stone, the 87 strong safety, but he didn't know that he was missing. So, he traded for, Ramsey's. And that's how I got Macintosh. But he hasn't on the whole deal yet, so I'm testing with him until
you're fair enough. Fair enough.
Like, once Davis says completely, I want him back, I'll give him back.
That's fair. Yo, Mitch throws flame. I thought I spit super hot fire. But, like, Mitch throws straight flame and shows absolutely no remorse for it.
That's me.
Like, Mitchie calls me a fat ass at least, like, once a day.
At least.
Alright. Pritchett comes out in the twin's eye formation. Gives to Kerrigan. Kerrigan picks up like 8. Nice little run. No, for real, Mix. Mitch is just like, for example, I live on the upstairs of my house. So I was telling Mitchie that. And like my room's up here in the upstairs, and he's like, "Can the beams even hold you?" No, JK, no, just kidding, just straight flame, just straight like, "Can the beams even hold you?"
Hey, I had to explain to you what I meant because you didn't get it.
Because I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
And you call yourself an EA. Why would I JK about something I'm actually curious about?
Complete over the middle. Nice throw. Laxon finally decided to show up.
There, I just messaged Coach Davis to get him to confirm with me that he wants McIntosh back. I really think we can work a deal out, because like McIntosh is really vibing with my team. Like, he's already bought a house, he's already got his kids and registered in school. Like, why would you do that? His kids have already made friends with the kids at school. Like,
right?
Just not something you do. You just don't uproot your family, move to Portland, and then move back to San Diego.
It's not fair to Andrew McIntosh's kids. That's what it's not fair.
Like, we're not trying to have another Goss situation.
To little Timmy and baby Jamal and little Joe Quisha. It's not fair to them, man.
You do realize McIntosh is white, right?
I thought he was a black guy.
No.
Okay, then it's little white baby Joe Quisha, and it's not fair.
We're not having another Goss situation where the kids had to move from Mexico to Toronto to Dublin and then back to Mexico. We're not doing that again.
He had to go to 2 different countries.
3 countries in a matter of days. It's like, just remember, they came from Mexico to Canada to Dublin and back to Mexico. The only place he didn't go was America.
That's a good point. The one place he didn't go was the U.S. I'm dying. Oh, that's fun.
And it's a play action, and we got a blitz coming in, and he takes the sack. Northrop coming in. And he's hitting them with a hype. What a celebration.
Oh, what is this, Fortnite? No. Get that
What are you, a
out of here.
15-year-old kid at school in, like, the gym at the dance? Or Barry at the
I don't even know who you are, but you're better than this.
Or Barry at the cringy 12-year-old that knows all the Fortnite dances and flexes on his friends with them. I'm just waiting for like an offensive lineman to score a touchdown and then whip out some more justice on our asses. Just saying. Look at Myles Kerrigan carrying the defensive tackle for 4 yards.
Ooh, that's a touchdown to Sam Fajardo.
Yep.
Nice throw by Pritchett. Nice catch by Fajardo. That's how we do it.
Well, I guess Coach Davis doesn't care about McIntosh's kids. He's sending them back to San Diego.
Boo. I feel so bad for little Joe Quisha.
I hope to get their friends' addresses so they can be pen pals.
Right?
Because if you're just gonna do them dirty, you at least gotta make sure they got PayPals. Hopefully Davis pays for them.
Or at least like AIM Messenger. Go back to like 2005. Hop on that AIM Messenger. AOL Instant Messenger. That's where it's at.
Coach Davis better be paying for the postage on those mail since he's sending them back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's like a mandatory. We can just take it out of the coach's salary and put it on to the pen pals.
Gotta do it somehow.
You're pronouncing Sam's last name wrong.
So it's a completely it's a completely soft J. It's not just like a slurred J. It's Fajardo. So he's Fajardo. Okay. I can have fun with that. Fajardo. Going hardo. In the end zone.
And there's McIntosh making his third catch of the night in the scrimmage before he flies back to San Diego with his kids, Shaquisha.
No, Joquisha's one of his kids.
Oh, sorry, one of his kids.
Joquisha's the littlest one.
Little, they don't have phones. Actually, never mind. They probably have phones because they're 5 at this point.
They probably have. Well, their father's also an NFL wide receiver, so they probably have better phones than we do.
Probably.
Ooh, and DJ Scott gets stuffed.
Stuffed like a turkey. This is a Thanksgiving weekend game, so
That's a
yes.
good point. This is a Thanksgiving weekend game, so we can make all
The Thanksgiving jokes we want.
Yep.
And the pass is complete, and DJ Scott is flying down the sidelines, and he's taken out at the 39-yard line.
I'm still about 5 seconds behind.
I see that.
Oh, well executed screen pass. Yep. Well executed screen pass. Pinkston had to hop up there and make the stop.
Well, now that McIntosh is flying back to San Diego in the morning, anybody got a receiver on the market?
I have 5 wide receivers.
Yes, and I would be interested in one of them.
Okay, we'll talk.
Sounds good. Now that I'm on the trade committee, I can confirm the trade or not confirm the trade.
This is true. That's
But we also have Mix and Mark and Armstrong.
You just have to not be biased about it. You just have to make legit stuff.
Well, I'm obviously gonna be biased that I want to lose the trade. That's obviously my end goal, is to make sure I lose. Definitely.
Without a doubt. Gotta lose every trade. That's totally the rule. Mitch has to lose every trade.
And there's McIntosh making another catch before flying back to San Diego. That's not going to end.
I feel so bad for little Joquisha. Poor little Joquisha. We were just moved to Portland, made all these friends, all these weird lumberjack friends. Now you got to go back to
Went
San
to the
Diego,
red light
all your
district,
surfer friends.
made money. It's terrible.
Right.
Surfers, yes. I hear there's a lot of surfers in Portland.
No, the surfers are in San Diego. The lumberjacks are in Portland.
That's right. And there goes Mitchell O'Brien up the middle, and he tries to spin out Haskins, but fails. Oh my god, these replays take forever on the stream.
Yup.
Jesus Christ. Is there some way that we can not have a 10-second delay on this stuff?
I don't believe there is a way out. I mean, unless you screen shared on the PS4, I think that's possible.
That's possible, I think. We'll have to look into that.
Yeah, we can look into
and
that.
Gilly looks to pass. He pump fakes. He steps up in the pocket. And Daryl Martin Jr. gets the pass for a gain of 4 yards.
I'm really starting to not like Daryl Martin Jr. He's open every dang time, and it's very frustrating.
Hey, I just think we could be playing each other in the regular season.
Yeah, true. I'll shut him down.
I'll also be playing Mark and Coach Lewis. Yikes. Like I already have enough user division games to deal with. Like, how am I supposed to deal with like you people? And DJ Scott dives
What do
into the
you
end
mean,
zone.
you people?
Okay, you people are actually competitive, so like right now I'm currently looking at a 31 on my screen, so like I don't want to deal with that. I wish Perriman would get some snaps so I could like see how he plays.
Wait, am I even allowed to trade Perriman because I got him in a separate trade?
I
One of
don't
the
even
rules in the
know.
rulebook was you can't trade already traded players.
Do you have any receivers on your roster that were already there?
I don't have any players on my roster that I didn't acquire through either free agency or trades. So I don't think I can move anybody except like Kerrigan, and I don't really want to move Miles Kerrigan. So I literally don't think I can trade like anyone left. It's a little bit of a predicament.
Then shouldn't this loophole kind of contest to McIntosh's deal? Like I think this whole rule was kind of like to base that like we didn't have to uproot Shaquisha from her house in Portland, so like it's iffy there.
I don't know. There's just so many rules that are so like they're like retroactive to this and then that, and it's hard to keep track of them all. But we try.
And it's a hand to golf. Okay, so we need to change the name. Justin's not comfortable with them, so Paul, Mary, and Susan are now Andrew's kids.
Come on, that's no fun. I like the idea of a little white baby named Joquisha. I find that amusing.
I'll have McIntosh back on the Red Dragons in the morning.
Wait, so does that mean you have a safety to trade?
Yes.
Color me intrigued. Granted, I don't know if I have anything to trade that I can legally trade.
I'm just saying sure you don't need a safety.
Yeah, but I could get a safety and then, like, have better safeties.
Well, guess what? I'm probably going to be using the safety that I'm getting back and putting him at corner, because guess what? He's going to be the best corner I have.
Really?
He's going to be a 79. My best corner's a 78.
Oh, dear.
Exactly. But then I'm losing a receiver, so is it really... Bill, you make me laugh, kid. Actually, I can't call you a kid. You're like 28. And not 29, because I can't put you closer to 30.
No, Goff, just follow your block, dope.
Bill, are you willing to trade C.J. Robinson to me?
This is completely devolved. Like, we had serious commentary at the beginning, and then it turned into, like, silly commentary. Then it just turned into silly, and now it's just turned into tired.
Well, now that, like, Andrew McIntosh is heading back to San Diego. Oh, look, now he's getting a screen pass. Oh, terrible. It was serious, and then I had a stroke in the mic, and then like it all went downhill from there.
It's completely devolved from there.
Note to self: don't stroke in the mic.
Yes, don't. Please don't. It's bad.
It's bad. It's bad for your brain. And that is a catch down the middle of this to the tight end.
Insane in the membrane. Insane. Got no brain.
32 first-round picks, 10 second rounds, and whoever I want off your team.
So you're saying there's a
There's
price.
a chance.
So you're saying he has a price. Good to know. That means it's attainable.
That just means Connor has to acquire every single first-round pick in the league.
Have no fear, it's possible.
No, it's not. You can only have 25 picks.
Yeah, I can have 25 one year and 7 the next year.
That's true.
So, Shazam.
There you go. Yeah, 25 for this year, 7 for next year, and then 10 second-round picks, and then whoever he wants. It's possible, Bill. That's a possibility.
Yeah, this is true. It's doable. It's doable, but I would need more than C.J. Robinson. I would need C.J. Robinson and your best fullback.
I'm literally dying right now. Justin just said we got a serious game, and all we're talking about is strokes in the mic.
Yeah, these are important things here to talk about, man. We know where our priorities are. We've got to talk about stream quality and the quality of our commentary. And you guys have told us that our skill set is our humor.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna start trying to. What do you want? What do you want?
Who is this and what do they want?
Coach Lewis, the Red Dragons coach. I need every. What are you saying?
I thought Coach Lewis was Shamrocks.
Oh, not Lewis. Whatever. Oh, what is his name? Chad, put it as Davis. That's his name. Coach Davis.
Okay. The Red Dragons guy.
Yeah.
So what's he saying?
Thanks, man. Maybe we can revisit it if I can make another move.
Okay. So pretty much you're just going to have to remake Macintosh and then remake him again.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, that's the price you pay.
Again, here, the sensation of, so what I hear, there's a chance.
Oh, yeah. So you're telling me there's a chance.
Bill, I want them spread out over the next 10 years. Oh, my God. And that's a completion to who else but Daryl Martin Jr. But, you know, we're roughing the passer, so we'll take it.
Oh, man.
Okay, he needs linebackers.
Who does? You do or I do?
Davis.
Or the Red Dragon. Okay. Trade him to Dre Dawkins.
Oh, yes, because Smitty will love that idea.
What? Isn't Macintosh like an 85 and Dre Dawkins is like an 83?
Yes, but
pretty
Dre Dawkins
reasonable.
is 24 and 83 with star development.
Yeah, and isn't Macintosh like 85 and like 26?
87, 26, superstar.
Okay, but if it's need for need, doesn't that make sense?
Yes, but I still need a linebacking core, Connor.
Oh my god, you stroked in my ear again.
I still need a linebacking core.
Yeah, but if you would prefer a receiver, I don't see the problem with that. That's not terrible.
It could be worse. Throw the ball or don't. Well, speaking of my linebackers, Roy just got a sack. I could always give him Leon. Maybe that could work.
Who's Leon?
My outside linebacker.
I don't know who that is.
You'll see him around somewhere when the defense shows up. He's 28, so...
How good is he?
He's 80.
You'd need to give him more than that for McIntosh.
That's the starting point. Yes, but if I kept McIntosh, then he's keeping Ramsey's.
Oh.
Well, he's missing stud linebackers. He's not going to need a linebacker. Tell him that, please.
That's part of the problem with this. The Red Dragons are kind of loaded.
Well, that's also the other problem. He doesn't know who he's missing in free agency.
Does anyone know who he's missing in free agency?
Smitty does. He's probably missing a middle linebacker. Just give up, Mitchie. You ain't getting McIntosh. If there's a will, there's a way. Really? I took a field goal? I wasn't even paying attention.
Yep, you got a field goal.
Oh, that should have been a pick. Going the other way. And completion out in the flats. Buchanan Simmons on the tackle. So can I keep McIntosh until he sees what he's missing? Never mind, I give up. He'll be there in the morning. Way to be on top of it. I'm trying to make sure I save these kids from like losing their friends in Portland.
Yeah,
I'm all for the kids' needs.
Making sure that these kids stay in the same school system is very important.
Like, think, Tom Brady's kids, they're rich, and they've had the same friends since kindergarten.
This is true.
And he can kiss them on the lips in the same house.
My God.
That was a little left wing there.
That was a great throw over there to Piku and a great catch by Piku.
At least he showed up for this game.
Thanks, Justin.
And it's a handoff. And I've never seen a wider hole before. Literally, at the saying you could drive a transport.
I have, but I'm not allowed to say where.
Haha, you're so funny. As the saying goes, you could drive a transport truck through that hole. See, this is where my no emotion monotone comes in. Like, I could be very depressed right now, and you guys wouldn't even know that I just, like, lost a star receiver. And Pritchard just stands there and he's going to take a sack from Northrop. He ran into it, to be honest.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I think you may have just lost your job with that statement of where you saw a hole.
It's fine. I get distracted anyway. I'd rather, like, For me personally, I know if I really, really focus that I'm good at the whole commentating thing, but it's just, I would just much rather just sit back and watch.
And Joe Johnson down the 1 yard line.
It's just, it's not as fun for me having to like be laser focused and commentate. It's just not as fun.
Well, look at me. I completely missed that I got a field goal.
This is fun because I'm able to sit here, talk with one of my boys, and just generally enjoy it. And I don't have to worry about sitting here and being super crazy professional.
Well, if we do get the 1-2 punch job in the regular season, we're doing it together, and
I know.
we're gonna be professional like we were in the first half, the first game when no one heard it.
Yeah, we were professional, but still fun.
Exactly, like we were playing off each other. Like I'd say something, then I'd give it to you for your thoughts.
And I'd say something and kick it back to you in time, and like we had it.
We had it going, but like now that we actually have an audience, like we're just a bunch of goofballs.
Yeah, we're just complete goofballs.
So Smitty, you think if we're better in the regular season, we can get a job?
Alright, I'm gonna be completely real. Smitty's saying he wants to hear the good commentary now. I am way too tired to focus that hard right now. It has been a long day. I am way too tired. But I'll find it. People get what the
Hey,
people
remember
want.
we have another part tomorrow on Connor's channel, so.
No, sit up. We'll focus now, Mitchie. We got this. It's only 6 minutes.
This.
We can do this for 6 minutes. We can be big boys.
And Daryl Martin Jr. brings the ball out to the 31-yard line for a 27-yard return. Joe Johnson will look to lead his offense out down the field to the promised land to tie the game up 34-34.
As we've seen so far in this game, both teams have played pretty well, and it's looking like it's going to come down to this last drive here. Gidley's going to really have to step up, similar to how Aaron Pritchett did at the end of the second half in that first game, where Pritchett drove down the field, first half, he took the lead, and from there he was able to extend it. Gidley's really going to have to step up here and convert on this drive.
From that play right there, it doesn't look like the Snowhawks are very prioritized. They threw out to the flats and lost 3 yards on the play. So far this game, but the yards are very similar from what we just saw. Each team's almost at 400 yards, and passing yards are similar, along with rushing.
It's been a very evenly matched game. It's been back and forth, a good amount of ebb and flow, and we're in a position here where the Snowhawks have a chance to go down and tie the game up, which just goes to show how close this game has been. So,
right there over the middle, DJ Scott picks up some extra yards, but it'll look to be a holding call in the offense, which it will.
It's a tough situation to be in. I mean, there's a big difference between 3rd and about 5 and 2nd and 23. You have to think, after that draw play that they called earlier that worked pretty well, now that they're in a similar position, 2nd and very long, they might go back to the draw play now to try to set up a nice 3rd and short.
And Karis Curry gets, I think, his second catch of the day to pick up big yardage. Yep, his second catch, and that will bring it to a 3rd and 8 and meet long, see if they can pick it up and continue the drive.
It's got to be tough to be Karis Curry. He was completely erased from the first game. He's been mostly erased from this game. Players like him need to step up in moments like this, regardless of the situation. And now, if he wants to be considered one of the best receivers in the league, he's got to show it.
Well, with the breaking news of Andrew McIntosh heading back to San Diego, look to give the Snowhawks more time to focus on Curry. That looks to be a face mask on the defense, which it will end up being, giving an insta first down, and that was Tuitt on the face mask once again. Not very disciplined.
Sharif Tutt's had a pretty difficult day so far. I mean, really, besides the one great interception he had on the sideline earlier, he's had a very, very rough game. And that could potentially show up in his playing time down the road.
And they look to set up the screen, and it's picked off, and it's heading the other way. That looks to be the turning point of the game.
That's a pretty big moment. It's a big
and it
moment.
was the defensive end cackle on the pick.
He snuffed out that screen very nicely.
That looks to be the demise of the Snowhawks. Even a field goal will be a 10-point game and only 3 minutes left. It ain't looking good.
It is not. And this is twice now that Gidley has had a chance to go down and potentially win a game or tie a game or like kind of at least get the team back into it. And this, again, he's thrown a pick in a difficult situation. So I don't know if maybe he's just lacking that clutch gene or if it's just been a little bit of a stretch of bad luck.
Yeah, Joseph Gidley does have the clutch trait, so it could be bad luck or I don't know. It's hard to say, but hopefully he turns around for the regular season. And the truck's heading towards the end zone. A corner on the ground. Couldn't make it in the end zone, though.
That's what Myles Carrigan does. We talked about this earlier. You can't leave some of your lesser tacklers out on an island with him because they're not going to be able to bring him down. And those two guys there, they got hung out to dry. He ran right through him, and then
and that's Carrigan in for the touchdown.
And then that's what you got to do. You just got to give the ball to the tank and just let the tank roll right on the tracks. He's a tough man to bring down.
This score looks to be very similar to the first game score. So
I would agree. A level of consistency is, I mean, it's both good and it's bad. It's good because it shows that that's about what the two teams are. If you're able to, get the same result 2 times, it's a pretty good sign of like, all right, this is about the difference between these two teams right now.
And then we'll see tomorrow's games over on your channel if we can get the same result again.
I'm going to stay up tonight, and just to let you guys know, I'm not going to sim an extra season. You're going to be either the Buccaneers or the Redskins or something, but it's going to be your entire roster.
Okay.
I hope you're cool with that. I just because I don't want to have to go in and re-edit the contracts on these players and just have to deal with it. It's a whole mess that I just don't want to deal with. So you're going to be like the Bucs or the Redskins or the Bears or something.
Well, let's try to keep it in whatever division you put your Diablos in so we can have a 2 times game.
Okay. All right, I can do that.
And Keeneland over the top with nice catch. He'll be second in inches on the Snowhawks 34.
They're working. The one thing I do have to give the Snowhawks credit for, they don't give up. They don't necessarily put themselves in the best situations, but they don't give up.
Maybe the Snowhawks a warbird. Fights till his death.
It's possible. The fighting osprey.
And Joe Skilly will line up in the second inches in the shotgun formation, looking to pass, and it will be completed over the middle to Daryl Martin Jr. for about a 9-yard gain.
Smitty and Justin, the issue is I've already completely made the Diablos roster, and I was going to add the Snowhawks afterwards, but the issue is if I sim a year, then players are going to progress, contracts are going to adjust, because they're all on 1-year rookie contracts. So I would have to re-sign all of them, and
it looks to be a screen and is incomplete.
I'll find a way around it. I'd prefer to not have to sim another year with the roster already in place. If you guys catch my drift. But I'll figure it out. I don't really plan on going to bed anytime soon.
I have to say, this Snowhawks offense has been more spread out than the first game, where it all came in the second quarter.
True, that is a good point. It has been a little more consistent. It has been much more consistent in the second
And
game.
they'll look to run the ball and for a pickup of 2 yards. Don't really know what they're doing right there.
You gotta think
And it'll
that
be a
maybe
play
they're just trying to
action.
kill the clock.
And it will be a completion out to Karis Curry for his 3rd completion of the day. We haven't seen much of Mitchell O'Brien this second half. Not like we saw in the first.
He had a pretty good first half, too. So it's a bit surprising that they didn't go to him a little bit more in the second half. But as you mentioned in our pregame setup meeting, you know, there's a little bit of like a schizophrenia to this Snowhawks offense. Where it's one day O'Brien can have 20 carries and DJ Scott can have 0. And then it could flip the next game. And there are some times where it could be split right down the middle. And that's one of the things that, you know, Coach O'Brien's going to have to work on going forward. And he's mentioned that he's going to work on going forward because it's a legitimate problem when you can't quite rely on which running back is going to get touches and when.
And it'll look to be a pass and another setup screen. DJ Scott breaks the tackle, spins out a guy, and it's going to be another face mask penalty on the Diablos defense. It looked to be number 23. No, it was Hart on this time.
That's difficult. That's tough.
With this face mask penalty, it almost guarantees the Snowhawks to at least get 3 points on this drive.
Yeah, but they can't settle for 3. The 3 points mean nothing.
Can't.
They need a touchdown.
Looks to the Diablos have...
They need a touchdown.
And it will be incomplete to Karis Curry. Can't hold on to the ball. So, Smitty, would you say these last 6 minutes have been better than the previous 50 minutes?
Yeah, we focused a little more, but let's finish strong. We got a minute and a half left.
We still got to keep going. And Joe Johnson will line up in the shotgun formation, and he'll look to pass. And he'll hit the running back out of the backfield. And G.J. Scott just could not get moving. They'll now have to go into the hurry-up offense and attempt to pick up a first down. Settling for nothing better than at least the first down. And it's almost picked off once again. I don't know where Gidley was thinking that was going. Obviously having tunnel vision, not seeing number 37.
Gidley's done that a lot in this game. He's stared down his receivers, and it's led to 2 pretty bad interceptions that just shouldn't have happened. Oof.
And of course the Snowhawks will elect to go for it as this is their final hope.
They don't have a bit of choice in this decision. If they want to try to win this game or force overtime, they need a touchdown.
And they will look for Lynn, and Lynn will pick up the first down, and he will stumble into that end zone.
Here we go. There's hope. I can't say it's the most hope in the world, but there's certainly a little bit of hope.
An onside kick and an onside click and a clutch Gidley, and we could have a tied ball game heading to overtime.
It's entirely possible. Although
Stranger things have happened.
If Coach O'Brien really wanted to trust his defense, he would kick this off and use his timeouts.
Exactly.
Because the onside kick is very low percentage. If you want to pretty much guarantee that you can get the ball back, I would kick it off and trust my defense and use my timeouts. But I don't know, and admittedly, we're dealing with what is a video game and what is programmed, so we can't necessarily sit here and say that we know what's going to happen.
It's going to be an onside kick. I can already smell it in my veins.
You have to assume that the game is programmed to onside kick in this situation. But personally,
because an onside kick almost and it will be an onside kick.
Ends the game. It ends the game one way or the other.
And it's a direct kick right to the tight end.
Yeah, see, that's difficult.
The onside kick just about sets the offense up for a field goal.
Well, it's not so much that it sets them up for a field goal. It's that it completely changes the field position of the game, and it puts the Snowhawks in a position where even if they get a stop, they're pinned back in their own side of the field. Whereas if they kicked off, got to stop, use their timeout, they're getting the ball back about their own 35-40, they have less to go. They probably wouldn't have even used the timeout anyway, given the way they've been rushing.
And it'll be a handoff to Miles Kerrigan. And he'll be taken down to the 36. First timeout will be called. Yeah, Justin, that was a terrible onside kick. Did not even have a chance. A first down just about ends this game, and it's already a 2nd and 1, so...
I would agree with that statement.
Just a handoff up the middle, and it looks that Miles Kerrigan was stopped short. 3rd down and 1. Can the defense come up clutch and stop him one more time?
Defense gonna have to. Gonna have to force the long field goal.
Which your kicker has the leg now to do.
See, but the concern is he's still got a little bit of a noodle leg. He's
True.
very accurate, but he doesn't have the strongest leg in the world. So 53, although yes, we're indoors on turf, it might be a smidge out of his range.
And that's the first down, and that's the ball game.
And that conversation doesn't even matter anymore. The kicker will not be a factor.
Well, from these two games, definitely high-scoring offenses, with the Diablos scoring 40 points twice, and the Snowhawks combining for a total of 58 points in 2 games.
Without a doubt.
Snowhawks might not be walking out with the dub, but Coach O'Brien can't be terribly upset with the performance of his team.
No, it's hard to be too upset about this.
If we look at the stats on the screen, literally time of possession is within 35 seconds.
It was a close game. It was a very close game.
You can't ask for much more than 35 seconds in difference of time of possession. Each team had the ball for the same amount of time.
It was a very good game.
Well, that will be the game, and the final score will be 41-34.
Alright, we're going to look at some stats here, and then we will bid you adieu.
Well, Smitty says it was much better, and we just got to keep practicing. I think the first game's January 5th, so if we keep on running scrimmage games professionally as commentators, then we could be ready for January.
It's possible. I don't know if I'd prefer to nap or commentate, but we'll see.
Well, just nap before you
naps
commentate.
Are pretty wonderful. I mean, I suppose there is that option. There is that option.
We don't need the Egan soundtrack of snoring.
Okay, it happens twice.
For a total of 40 minutes. So just saying.
Do you remember how bad that Colts-Jaguars game was? Of course I fell asleep.
That was horrendous. I agree that you should have fell asleep. Again, Pritchett obviously won the night with his 4-touchdown performance.
Oh yeah, Pritchett was great. Pritchett was great in both games today. He was great in both games.
Pritchett really showing off why Connor went out and got him. Miles Kerrigan led the night in the rushing game with 127 yards and a touchdown. But then, actually, even though Mitchell O'Brien only had 9 attempts, he had 64 yards on the ground, which is quite impressive.
That's the thing, though. O'Brien was great when he got the ball. They just stopped giving him the ball.
If we look at the combined 20 carries of the Snowhawks backfield, It was 107 yards on the ground, which is not terrible. But again, it's only 20 attempts compared to Gidley's 46.
Yeah, so there definitely needs to be a little more balance there.
Now, looking over on the receiver side, looking at Joe Johnson having 108 yards on 4 catches, besides his one long catch that got
Joe
burned
Johnson
by
was not much of a factor. Aside from the
besides
178
burning a
yarder,
bum, it wasn't much.
Joe Johnson was not much of a factor.
And then again, Daryl Martin Jr. came up with a solid performance of 81 yards. Keen Lynn 76.
Keen Lynn was good.
Pika had a touchdown 76. Scott showing up again with 50 yards out of the backfield. Karsh Curry got on the stat sheet with 50 yards. McIntosh with Pritchard and Sam Fajardo. The fullback got a catch. Again, the amount of just look at all the people who got the ball tonight.
It was good. It was very
Blair
good.
Harden had 1 pancake and 1 sack led up by Smithson and 3 sacks by the O-line of the Diablos, but didn't seem to affect their game. Looks to be the best tackler was to it, but yet he had 60 yards in penalties and face masks, so
he had a very rough game.
He had a TFL, he had 10 tackles, and then on the Snowhawks side, Dylan Mullins led the team with 10 tackles and a TFL. Pinkston with 9. Buchanan Simmons showing up with 8. This guy, that was the guy I wanted to send to the Red Dragons. Tolliver had a nice game, so did Hart. Hart didn't have an interception, but he played lockdown coverage. Tuitt had the interception, and so did the right end. The right end! On the kicking front, everyone did good. Punting. Now, on kick return, there's Harvey McKinley, who just kept getting long returns due to the special teams of the Diablos. Punt returns, 1. That just shows how it worked. There was only 1 punt return the whole game.
Yep. Very offensive game. Very offensive game.
Very much so. So that would be the game. Don't forget to come check out the next 2 games on Connor's channel tomorrow, and don't forget to check out part 2 of Steamers Elks, which will be tomorrow at some point. So there'll be lots of scrimmage action on tomorrow during the NFL, but don't forget to come check it out. And signing out.